MaghaPuja Day, the historical background and the day's meaning. There are many important Buddhist holidays related to the life of the Buddha. 3 days fall on the full moon day and 8 day of the waxing and waning moon. They are Visakha Puja Day, full moon day of the 6th lunar month, Asaha Puja Day, full moon day of the 8th lunar month, and MaghaPuja Day, full moon day of the 3rd lunar month. What is MaghaPuja Day? When and where does this day take place? MaghaPuja days take place on the full moon day of the 3rd lunar month, around the full moon day of late February or March. This day originally took place just 2 years after the Buddha enlightenment. It occurred at the bamboo grove in Rajagaha, a city in the Bihar state of India. King Bimbisara gave a monastery there to the Buddha and his disciples for their residence. This was the first Buddhist temple in the ancient world. These holidays commemorate two important events in the life of the Buddha, the first of which occurred early in the Buddha's missionary life. When the Buddha went to Rajagaha after the first rains retreat at the time, there were 1,250 enlightened disciples who had been ordained by him. They returned from their mission to pay homage to the Buddha. They assembled in the Veruvanara monastery in the bamboo grove. Two chief disciples of the Buddha, Venerable Sariputta and Venerable Mokkallana, were also there. This assembly is called the Fourth Assembly because there were four important characteristics about this assembly. What is the meaning of the Fourth Assembly? The Fourth Assembly was of monks where four coincidences happened at the monastery on the same day. They are the following. Number one, all 1,250 monks had attained enlightenment. Number two, they were ordained by the Buddha himself. And number three, they assembled on their own without being called together. And number four, all these things happened on the full moon day of the MaghaPuja, or the full moon day of the 3rd lunar month. The basic principles of the Buddha. The Buddha gave the basic principles of the Buddhism to all in the assembly, where the 1,250 enlightened monks had assembled together. The Buddha took this opportunity to proclaim the fundamental or the basic principles of the Buddhist teachings. Number one, not to do any evil or do bad deeds, sappapa patsa akaranam in Pali. And number two, to do good deeds, kusalasopa sampada. Number three, to clean up the mind of impurity, sajita prayotabana. These are the basic principles of Buddhism. These also were known as the Ovatapatimokkha, the fundamental principles of Buddhism. If all people from all walks of life were to follow these principles, human beings would have peaceful and happy lives. Our communities would be wonderful peace in which to live. If we follow these principles, we can expect a peaceful family, a peaceful community, a peaceful nation, and a peaceful world. The doctrines considered next are very important for all to study and practice. They are known as key of success, given just 3 months before the Buddha's death. The Great Decision. These first MaghaPuja happened in the early parts of the Buddha's mission, just 2 years after his enlightenment. A second important event took place in the last year of the second part of the Buddha life, on the full moon day of the third lunar month, around late February to the 1st March. The Buddha delivered a sermon called The Key for Success. Itabata Dhamma. The key are as follows. The good will, good intention, chanta, effort, or virya, thoughtfulness, citta, and investigation, or vimamsa.